Hello guys, I'm back. I don't know, I haven't uploaded like a week and a half or something. I'm sorry, I just got better from my cold yesterday. I was sick for a long time. It was just really bad, um, but now I'm much better, and I just wanted to do this like a week recap of Barcelona, what happened during the last week. Um, I was gonna have a video out before I got sick. That was gonna talk about the transfers and stuff, but it didn't happen. I got sick and it didn't happen. Um, that was gonna talk about what I thought about, but you pretty much everybody knows what it is, and we just gonna leave that behind for now. I'm gonna talk more about the latest, more updates. Um, we had a pretty good week, though it wasn't the perfect one, but it was pretty good. Three games that I'm gonna talk about. First, Espanyol game quickly. We won last weekend, like the weekend before this just that passed. We won 5-0 at home, and that was really good. That was a real good game. We definitely showed more strength than before in that game, and definitely all the players looked fit and ready and good. And Dembele also made his debut then, and that was really good. He made a great debut, and I'm gonna come to him. There's a lot of news about him. Some are bad also, but I'm gonna come to that later. Um, he did a good job too. What he had, he gave an assist to Luis Suarez, and Messi shined. He made a hat trick, really amazing. We definitely dominated that game, and we went up and further the lead, kept our lead up in the table, our number one position. But what I want to say now is also later on in the week, we had a debut Champions League game, like or yeah, not debut, but the first Champions League game of the season, the first one in the group stage against Juventus, and we won with 3-0. That was really good. That was a really good game. Also, we showed definite good quality. Messi, of course, like with two incredible goals, finally scoring against Buffon. Wonderful, wonderful, tactics. He's just incredible. Those moves on the pitch that he did, were incredible. Rakitic scored also one, and we dominated that game pretty well. Yes, Juventus were good. Of course, they're a really good side, and they had their also fair amount of chances. But we pressured them good enough and kept them away from the goal enough to that we could win. And we scored three up front, so it's good. That was a real good start for the Champions League season. It gave us good morale and boost our confidence. Definitely, it kept the good. It just kept going. The good sweep we have is kept going. And then we go like that was a good game, so we definitely did dominate that game. But then we go into the weekend, and before I say Dembele also made an appearance. He started that game, which I also don't feel like I should, but I'll get to that later. Then we came to this Getafe game, just yesterday, or not yesterday, not on Saturday. This I'm filming this on Monday, so on Saturday we faced Getafe, and that was a poor performance, a really poor performance. Nothing worked really well in the first half. We just no, and I understand that was a really bad performance, but we still got the job done. We still got those 3 points. First in the what was it for in the 49th or something minute, Shibasaki go. Shibasaki, or what his name is, I don't know, but yeah, but that's his last name. I think it is, or Shibaki or something like that. But Shibasaki, I guess, he scored an absolute screamer, a really beautiful goal. I have to give it to him. That was a really good goal. From like 5 yards out, he got Quetafe up 1-0, and I just like that was just it was just painful to see that we perform so well in like one game and then go off and do bad in another, and it's and there's some reasons that I don't get in a sec, but I really want to say in the second half we started performing much better than the first one. We pressured more and we got in more, but they were still a big props to Getafe. They still kept going. They still kept pushing us too. You know, they didn't give up easily at all. They kept going also every time. And then in the 61st, I think, minute, I believe it was, Denis Suarez scored an absolute beautiful goal. He equalized, and that was a real good goal. A good pass by Sergio Roberto, and he did good. He scored that goal and brought us back into the game. And then, oh god, this is really funny because then later in the, I guess what was it? I don't remember what it was really. Was it 81st minute or I don't really know. But somewhere in the last 10 minutes, somewhere, of course, you know, he comes in and Paulinho is the one who saves us. He's the one who scores the winning goal. And I have to, before I go ahead to talk a little bit, I'm not going to talk too much because I don't want to get involved in all this, but I have to give props to him for that goal. That was an absolute beautiful goal. That was good. He went through the defense, and it's a good pass firstly from Messi, but then also he went through the defense well and he put it in. It was a great goal. Great effort by him. He definitely proved himself good in that game. But then I get to this, that everybody, I see so many people right now saying, oh, Paulinho is this, Paulinho is that, like, he's good, like, told you so. Okay, yes, some people are just joking, you know, I've seen some jokes about it too, but some people are actually serious thinking, like, oh, yeah, look, now he proved himself. No, it's just one goal, and he has so much more to do. Like, if he wants to really prove himself, he needs to contribute even more than that. If he contributes with more goals and more things to win to get us to finals and stuff, then I can we can maybe start saying, okay, he did actually do something for us. He did good. Maybe those 40 million wasn't a super waste, even though it was a dumb idea and it should not have happened. But only then. But still, right now, I still doubt it. I still don't feel like he is the most best fitted player for our team. It still hasn't seen that. Even though that was a good goal, I still don't feel that, and I don't know why some Sochis are still now starting to turn around. I've heard some people say now Benedito's campaign is finished. There's nothing more they can do, but I don't believe that. I think there's still a chance, and I'm gonna get to all that stuff with him in a second also. But they're like Paulinho though, a good goal, but still there's much more for him to prove. You know. So this was a bittersweet game, and I'll get to the more better news. Dembele, Osman Dembele. What can I say? Yeah, in the 25th minute, around somewhere there, 24th, 25th minute, he had a knock on his thigh. I think it's something, I don't remember what it fully was, but he ruptured his tendon or something. Here it is. It was like in the 25th minute, somewhere around, he stands there here that officially Barcelona came up with an official statement. First it was said that it wasn't that serious and it was just it's gonna be out for 3 weeks only. But then it also some other being reported that it was gonna be 2 months. But then the real bad news came when officially Barcelona came up with a statement that says Dembele has ruptured his tendon in his formal bicep in his left thigh. The player will be operated on by Dr. Sakari Orava in Finland this week. He is expected to be out for between 3.5 months to 4 months. So yeah, you can clearly see that that's not good. We brought this guy in for so much money, and And they're already seeing like, oh, karma, karma from all the Borussia Dortmund fans and more, and it just pisses me off. It's just so bad, and I feel really bad for him too. He finally came to the club of his dreams, and he really wanted to prove himself, but he got pushed too hard. He should not have started this game. Valverde made a wrong choice in starting him. He already started the Juventus game, which I also don't feel he should have started. It was just too much of pressure. He should maybe have come in the second half, and then maybe he could have started this game. But because he started that game, he should not have started this game. Maybe being subbed in, or maybe just being rested, And that's why this happened. He was pushed too hard. He's young, and he's trying to prove himself. And I also heard some reports saying that this also occurred before the game even started on the warm up. That he started to get feelings in his tendon, and it just like, but he didn't report it to the coach or anybody. He wanted to play. Take that as you may. Take that as you may. I don't know. Maybe that's a wrong part of him, a wrong part of Valverde. That's, if that is true, that is a mistake by him. He should have, and hopefully he learns from his mistakes then. But I'm not gonna say that's true or not. I just heard some reports, but I don't know if that is really true. But either way, this is really sad and really bad. There's some equal places to be blamed here, but it's just not good for us and for him. He really started to get into it, and it's gonna be hard for him. But hopefully, when he gets back in a couple months, he will be back strong fully, and I wish him all the best of recovery. And he can definitely be back for the knockout stages and definitely show himself there when it really matters. But this was a better place for him to actually build up, when it's not as much pressure on him earlier in the season. Get into the game more. That's when you get into the team more. So it's going to be tough on him. But hopefully he can still recover well and maybe then train up and still go on show. Because I know he can do that. He has proven himself well that he can do that. And he's not by any means lost year in Champions League. He showed himself pretty well with Dortmund. So, sorry. But right now, I don't know. It's just, it's really bad. But still, we're looking positively on it. Hopefully he recovers, and hope it takes time to recover and doesn't rush himself back. That's not a good thing. He should not rush himself back. He should take time to be fully 100% recovered before he comes back, so he doesn't tear up that injury again, just so he doesn't cause another injury up again, and it just makes it even worse, and he's out for even longer. That's what happened to Gareth Bale last season. I see from Real Madrid. He came back early, and he saw in the Clasico he got injured, so hopefully this doesn't happen. It's happened to many other players before. But this doctor, I see, this is a good doctor. I've seen he's done surgeries and handled these kind of injuries before for other Barca players in the past, like for Vermaelen, Pep Guardiola, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hopefully he's in good hands and he will come back soon. I wish him all the best. So now we're moving on to maybe something more, a little bit less. Moving on to some tactics. What can Valverde do now? Who should he play instead of Dembele? We have a game tomorrow against Eibar, and the official team squad is out. I'll put it up right here. And there's some players in there that he's resting him to teach tomorrow and stuff, but that's another point. I'll maybe make another video for that. But who should he start playing from tomorrow and forward in that role, in that left side or right side? I mean, who should he play on that side instead of Dembele? There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. There is Gerard Delofeo, um, Paco Alcácer. Who else? Who was it more? I think it was, yeah, Denis Suarez can also take a step up there. Arda Turan. Even though he hasn't done it much, he can still be a good player to actually maybe do something. You never know. He's sitting there doing nothing anyways, so he can still be a good player to put up there. And there's also Alex Vidal. Alex Vidal. He started off his career as back in when he played for Girona, I think, or something like that. He started off as a right winger, and he on the sides and the wings, and it's not his favorable position. He's not the best at it, but he still can contribute to something. He has done that before. We've seen him do something like that up there before. He's even scored some goals, so he can be sometimes an option. And maybe in some of the lesser games, you can put him in the lesser harder games, and he can rotate the squad that way. But that's just a few options. And also another one, if he returns in time, if he feels better, if his knees get better, Rafinha can also play up there. If his knees recovers in time and does good soon, then he can definitely be put in. If not, then he's gonna be out for long. He's gonna need another surgery, and he's gonna be out for longer. But if he does, he can also be put up there to that side. He also can contribute. He's done that before. So Valverde has a lot of options. He has some good options to definitely, and some good players he can actually put there. Some that are lesser good for their actual role. It's not their actual role on that side, like Vidal and like Alcácer, but there's also they can also do. They're all good at being forwards, especially with Arda Turan too. He's better at being a forward than a midfielder. He fits more up on the up as a forward, either on the left or the right side, than being a midfielder. We've seen that last season when he scored also a couple goals early around this time. Around this time, September, October last year, when he scored both in the Champions League and in the league. So he bagged a couple goals. So got himself a couple goals. So definitely there's a lot of options, and I don't know which I would put. I will maybe firstly I will start. Number one choice is of course Jared Delafeu, because that's why we brought him. That's his natural position there for now. But then also we can, as I said, we can rotate and put some depending on the game. You know, um, which team we're playing and which players have played before or not. We're gonna rest somebody or not. So it depends, but we'll see that as time goes. He has many options, and we'll see which one he picks tomorrow. I believe he's probably gonna go with Delafeu tomorrow, but I could be wrong. I could maybe put somebody else there. I'm seeing on the score on the team sheet there's some players that haven't been playing that's gonna be put in probably tomorrow. He's gonna do more rotations tomorrow than he did this past week. And now that's what I also feel he should have rotated more. I know the game was hard, but he should have put in some other. Dennis Suarez, for instance, he should have started instead of Andres Iniesta, which definitely looked more tired in the weekend now after that Juventus game. And also with maybe PK should have been rested, and Mascherano should have played. Some players should have been rested, and that way we could have maybe performed better. Because I know it's an away game. I understand why he did what he did, but I still feel one or two players should have been rested, and also Sergio Roberto should not have played on the right wing. He should not have played on the right wing. He should have started Semedo, because Semedo wasn't good fit for him. He wasn't, or maybe if you feel like he was, he should have just included Alex Vidal in there. It's not as good as Semedo, but at least that's a right back. That's a natural right back, and he should have played. But hopefully, Alberto learns from his mistakes and definitely would not do that mistake again. As for tomorrow's game, it's, as I see here, there is Semedo is included. Vermaelen is in there. Digne is also back in the squad. He's probably gonna get some minutes tomorrow. Also, resting Jordi Alba. I don't know if Jordi Alba's gonna start. He gets subbed out. Jorginho's gonna start, but I don't know. But we'll see. Paulinho is there, and of course the normal ones up here also: Messi, Suarez, Delfeo. Dennis Suarez is there. Also Andres Iniesta and Sergio Roberto, which can also be put up there on the sides too. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is. Who's gonna start? He's definitely gonna do more rotations tomorrow than he did against Getafe. Definitely. Because this is an easier game. This is at home, and we can afford to do that. We're better at home definitely than we are away. So he can afford to do more changes here in the starting lineup. But as I see it, hopefully he can do some. We can win this game tomorrow. Hopefully we perform better than we did in the weekend. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole week. It's been a little both good and bad, both ups and downs. But overall, it's been pretty good. We're still number one in the league. Up in the number one spot, up top of the table. Unfortunately, Real Madrid won last night against Sociedad, which I just feel was really dumb by Sociedad's side. And they've been so good so far, but yesterday they just seemed really bad. It was really off for some reason. They scored an own goal also, and more things to it. But I'm not gonna go more further into that. But still, they're at 8 points. We're 12, so hopefully we can extend that lead and keep being on top tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is gonna be one of my last videos about Barcelona on this channel. I'm gonna start doing on my other channel, Elmer Football, and I'm gonna put a link down below to that channel maybe later on, so you can all go and subscribe that if you haven't, because there I'm gonna put out some Barcelona. Don't worry if you're not a Barcelona. I'm gonna put out some other videos too. I'm gonna put on maybe some reactions to highlights and stuff for other matches for other bigger teams. Maybe talking about weekly football. Maybe like everything that's been happening in the biggest leagues, or something like that, or when it's Champions League time, we're gonna go through the results in every match, or the bigger matches at least. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I have a pretty much a bigger subscribe amount over there, so hopefully you guys can subscribe and help me out on that channel. That's gonna be good. So yeah, I'm gonna come up with more videos soon, not football related. I promise. The next video is probably gonna be tomorrow, about tomorrow's match. But after that, it's gonna be definitely a music reaction or something like that. I promise you, it's gonna be something about music or something about movie, a movie review or something like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry if it's just really long and I'm rambling on, but I hope you guys still enjoyed me making this video. Please leave a comment down below if you feel like these videos are good or not, and if you'll enjoy them or not. And also leave a like and say what you feel like I should react to or do on this channel. Give me some ideas, because I can always use some other people's opinions, what you guys like, what you guys want to see me doing. And I'm open for any suggestions like that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry if there's not too many pictures this time, but I just wanted to do this because I haven't done in a week or two a video. So, but I'm just gonna edit this now and hopefully get some sleep, and hopefully tomorrow I can be up with another video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Peace, Barcas.